Okay, well this isn't a coffee time talk or a tailgate time talk, this is a tree time talk, but I noticed whilst I was looking, everyone asked me why I wear all this First Lite stuff. People ask me if I'm sponsored by them and stuff like that. No, I'm not. It really comes down to two reasons. The first reason is obviously they're an outdoor clothing brand. They make clothing for hunting primarily, but they make all this stuff that's not camo. And really they make it for people who hunt out west in the Rocky Mountains, and if you know anything about that, you'll know over there it can be really, really cold, like super cold, like negative 40 degrees, you know, deep snow. So it really is very good technical gear, and it's obviously all this stuff is used very technical materials. I've got merino wool on for them. I have a synthetic, I have this puffy jacket which is all synthetic, which means if it gets wet it'll still keep me warm. And I like their brand, I like their content that they put out, I like their stance on conservation and things like that. So I do identify somewhat with the company, and I'll admit that I am just kind of a fan of the company. The second thing it comes down to, and the most important thing really, is layering. You know, when it's cold outside, obviously you want to dress in layers that you can take off as you get too hot, and then you can put back on as you start to cool down again to avoid you sweating. And I ended up last year in the springtime, I went on a trip and I ended up getting two pieces of gear from First Lite. One was a hoodie just like this in a camo pattern, the other was a rain jacket. And I ended up really loving them both. Typically I don't wear camo stuff unless I'm out hunting, but I found the hoodie that I have, I just loved it, and I was wearing it all the time. And the most important thing is I like the way it fit me. It fit me really well, it fit me well in the shoulders, it wasn't too loose, it wasn't too tight, it was fit me well. I liked the fit. So then fast forward to the summer, I go on my canoe trip to Maine, and I ended up losing my rain jacket. When I capsized my boat, my rain jacket was one thing that was loose, and it ended up in the bottom of a river. So I had to get a new rain jacket. Now I have two rain jackets at the minute. I have one from Fall Raven, their Vita Pro jacket, which is very thick and very bulky, and it doesn't work as a very packable rain layer. I have an Outdoor Research jacket, which I bought, which is much more packable and is much more easy to bring in my pack like this. What's interesting is the Vita Pro jacket I have from Fall Raven, even though it's a European company with European sizing, the medium will fit over all of these layers. It fits over all my puffy jacket and everything. The Outdoor Research jacket I have is a men's large, and it's so tight I can barely get it on over these layers. So it's just, I kind of got to a point, because I'm outside in the woods all the time. YouTube is essentially a second income for me, it's my second job, and I just figured, well, if this is my workwear, essentially, it's my work clothes, and I just got kind of tired of having that happen, where I would buy one thing in a men's large and it would be massive. You know, it would be so big that it just wouldn't work. So I'd have to send it back and get the medium. And then I would buy something else in a men's large and it would be too tight. And I'd have to jump up to an XL or whatever. And I just found that I just decided what I was going to do is, this brand worked for me. It fit me well. They make a full layering system from base layer to mid layers to outerwear, and I just thought, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna go with that and I'll be done with it. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did, because it saved me a lot of headaches. So yeah, I guess my advice really is find something that works for you, and if it works for you, it works for you, and that's great. That's what you should absolutely 100% go with. I see way too many YouTube videos of outdoor gear review stuff, not the Outdoor Gear Review, but other like camping backpacking review channels, where they say, this is the best so-and-so you can buy, this is the best puffy jacket you can buy, this is the best rain jacket you can buy in 2022, and it's like, no it's not. It might be the best rain jacket you've tried, it might fit you the best, you might like it the most, but doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna be the best fit for everyone and the best choice for everyone. And a lot of times I've noticed this with those backpacking gear review channels. If you follow a couple of them, every single one of them seems to say the same thing at the same time, basically meaning the company, whichever company is sending out sleeping pads or jackets or puffy jackets at that time, they all go, this is the best one you can buy, go buy this one. And then a couple months later, another company comes out with their marketing budget and sends them all some free stuff, and they go, this is the best one you can buy this one. No, buy the one that you like, buy the one that works for you, and if it works for you, that's great, and if it doesn't work for you, obviously go with something different.